Certo, okay. So, okay, Renato, please. You can start.
So my name is Renato. I'm 33. I live in Rio Claro, a small
Certo.
city in São Paulo. I work as an investment analyst. I have two dogs. I'm married, and it's my first time trying to speak in English in the morning. So you have to be patient today.
Okay, you're doing well. It's okay. You're doing well. Okay, so I am Lara. I will be the hostess of this meeting today. I am 23. I live in São Paulo. I have two cats, Jorge and Rogerinho. I work with IT. I am a developer, and I am here on TNT since February last year, but I am as a hostess since October last year also. Yeah, I think that's. So let's start with the first question. Let me read on the chat. Do you have any hobbies? If so, what are they?
Yeah, I think that I have a lot of hobbies, but the hard time is to find the time to do them. So I love to do a lot of things like, I don't know, play video games, play RPG with my friends, walk my dog, watch series, movies and stuff like that. But the the difficult is to find time to do what I love, what I want to do. So hobbies I have a lot. I just don't have time for them. But I love to spend time with me, with my wife, my dog, and to do what I love, because I think that is very important for our mental health. And about you.
Yeah, I feel you. I don't have a lot of hobbies, but I don't have time to do what I like. Like
Yeah.
I like to learning new things. I remember on the start of the quarantine, I was trying to learn a lot of instruments to play. So I love learning new things. I also like reading, watching movies, spend time with my family, spend time doing nothing, or like seeing something that I love is watching. I forgot the name of this like vídeos de música,
Okay.
I don't remember, in YouTube, and just watching it and seeing how things goes, and I learn new artists also. So yeah, those are the things that I like. But I don't have like a lot of hobbies. I sometimes I just like doing nothing. It's my hobby, doing
Yeah,
nothing.
I love to do nothing too.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I think that is something that is really important to have, because if you just like do the study or you just work, it's really hard like for
Yeah.
us to
Yeah,
have something.
I don't have time for nothing.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, I work, I don't know, at 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Oh
And
my God.
then after my job, I feel like tired. I just want to go to bed and sit in the couch and just do nothing. And then the weekend, then I have time to do my stuff, but I try to do as much as I can, but I sometimes I just want to do nothing like you, and even going to sleep in the Saturday evening to try to refill my energy, my battery.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Or taking a nap during the day is also something.
yeah, it's the best nap.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. Like in the on Sundays, it's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that you already answered the question number two. How often do you engage in your hobbies? Never.
yeah, almost never, but I try.
Yeah. For me, it's almost never too. I try to read every day, but it's hard sometimes because I don't have time, or I end my day really tired. But yeah, I try every day, but it's hard. Question number three. What is the purpose of having hobbies for you?
I think that is to keep your mental health good, because if you just work every day, you will feel like tired or stressed, and it's not good for you, for your life, even for those who lives with you, because if you are stressed, maybe you will like, I don't know, acting different with your wife, friends, family, and stuff like that. So I think that is very important to try new things, to try learn new things, like said before, or just do whatever you love, to try to make your mind feel comfortable, because I had like a episode that I just work every day, and I had a burnout. So I know, like, as experience, that is not a good thing to have in your life. So I try to always do something that I forgot about the work, forgot about the problems, and try just to focus in my hobbies and try to to relax a little bit. And about you?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that is important that we like disconnect our minds of the things that we do every day repeatedly, and hobbies is good for that. Also, I think that sometimes I don't know if it happens with you, but you have, for example, a problem that you need to solve at your work, and then you take a time to disconnect from work and then do other thing, and then when you go back, you find the answer that you are looking
Yeah,
for. So I think that those things are good. We need that for our minds also, because if we engage in a task like for a lot of time, I think that we don't I don't know, I lost the capability of solving it. I know that I am there working, but I don't know how to solve it. So I think that hobbies are important for that, for disconnecting. And also I think that is about self-esteem too. It's something that sometimes you're not good at, but you like doing it. So it's
yeah,
good to, even at if it is something new for you, you are learning a new thing that you want to, and then it helps you with your self-esteem. So I think
yeah. Like playing guitar. I'm not good at it, but I try, and when I'm there trying to play some music that I like, when we finally got the music, and you start to play the music, it's a good feeling. But I agree with you. I don't think that you have to be good to do a hobby. Hobby is something that you love. So I love music, but I'm not good at it. So, but I don't care. I just want to be around the music. So it's okay for me, and I agree with you.
yeah, it's something that is really good. I remember when I tried to play piano, and then I'm not good at it at all. I just tried just some days, and then I stopped it. But when I learned how to do the do re mi fa sol la si do, I was like, oh, I am amazing at this. Like I'm born to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. So the question number 4, I think that can be related. Do we need to like our hobbies at first glance? Why or why not? What do you think?
Mm, I'm not sure, because I think that for a hobby is something that you already like. I mean, you you might like never did it in your life, but I think that is related with something that you already love, already like. Like, for example, let's say that you love dogs and cats, animals in general. Maybe you don't have a cat or don't have a dog, but you love it. So if you try to find something related with animals, dog, cat, and something like that, you will probably like it. So I don't know. I think that for a hobby, you always like at least something related about it. But I don't think that you like we will try something that you don't like for a hobby, because if you don't like, you won't like be, I don't know, be comfortable or be in the mood to do something related to that. I don't know. It's a tough question. I don't know if I answer, but I try to
Yeah.
to relate to the subject. And about you?
Yeah, you got me thinking because I was thinking, yes, it's possible. Because I was thinking, for example, in exercises, right? It's something that is good. We know that is good. And sometimes it's funny, but it's something that I don't like that much. Like I don't like to go into the gym or things like that. But I know that it could be good. So I think like it could be a hobby, but I need to learn how to like it, you know? But
Yeah,
yeah, I think that sometimes
maybe
it's just an
you,
obligation. We need to do that for
yeah, but for example, you must find another ways to do the exercise. I mean, you don't have to go to the gym.
yeah,
Maybe you like to do some exercises, but you don't like the way you're doing right now. I don't know.
yeah. It's more
Maybe
go
maybe
on.
you can find another way, like I don't know, walk with your friends, dog,
Yeah.
family, or trying to do those kind of teams outside, like this, those equipments that I don't know the city put in the I don't know squares, some place like this. I don't know, maybe it's the way you do it, not what you're doing that maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that
Yeah,
is more a discovery. Like it's not that you don't like exercises, but you need to
yeah.
discover what you like. Then I hate exercises. Yeah. But
Or
it could be a
maybe
hobby.
yeah, or maybe you really hate exercises and that's okay.
Yeah, and then I will need that. I will do that for
Yeah.
obligation for sure. Yeah. Yeah, good point. Yeah. So the question number 5, thinking about your hobbies, would you like to pursue any of them as a career? Why or why not? You said that you play games, right?
Yeah, I I work with games sometimes ago before that I go into the bank, and I that time I thought that I was love my job and because I was working with games, but I don't know if it was the company or the guys that work with me, but I don't like too much of the experience because I was turning my hobby into a job. And when you do that, sometimes you get, I don't know if this word, but you get bored about it because like you see video games all day and you come home and when you gonna play your video games, you said, but I saw it all day long, and I will do it for my I don't know free time. It's I don't know. Maybe I had a bad experience, but I think that if I would choose something that I do for a hobby, for a career, I don't know, maybe something with dogs because I always love dogs. I always had dogs in my family, in my life. So when I'm with dogs, I feel very comfortable, feel good. So if I had to choose anything without like worry about the money, because I know that it's not like uh, great money, at least in the beginning, but I think that I would choose something with dogs. But I don't know. It's complicated because we entered that issue that I said before with games. I don't know if we'll get bored with animals. I don't think so, but it's something to think about it and about you.
Yeah, I think that what you said, I think that you would not get bored with the animals, but maybe
Yeah,
the person responsible for the animals. I think that the thing of using like a hobby as a career, pursuing a hobby as a career, is that you have more things to worry about, like the environment, the context, and the responsibility. So
yeah,
it can make you are not going to do what you want, but what you need to and what you asked for to do. So I think that this could be something that will not be so good. But I know someone in my company that has also he's a programmer and then he also has like programming as a hobby and he can separate those things. But I think that you can like maybe he's a little bit crazy, like the thing the person that just seems working all the time. Even programming as a hobby, he seems working all the time, and then he doesn't disconnect, and he's always like, I don't know.
Workaholic.
Yeah. So I don't know. Thinking about reading, I think that I would not pursue this as a career, not thinking about the financial part, but maybe sometimes I would need to read something that I don't want to. So I would not like this. Yeah. But yeah, I think that I would not pursue any of them as a career. Maybe learning new things. This would be good. Like, okay, you are
Yeah,
hired to learn new things. It will be good because it would be for my life, but the
yeah.
other ones.
Or hurry to travel around the world to take some photos. I might like it, you know.
Yeah, but there are things like you need to be away of your family. I also had a friend that was traveling all the time, and I was just thinking like, oh, this is my dream. I would love to travel all the world, all the country, and to say like I would not like I didn't want to because I would never in my house. And
Yeah,
I have a thing like I love being in my house. I love sleeping in my bed. So yeah, there has good sides and bad sides also.
yeah.
Okay, so I think we can go to the question number 6. How have your hobbies evolved over time? Like how you changed your hobbies, how you like get better at them?
Mm, I think that hobbies change with you, you know. I mean, when you was younger, like I don't know, I was playing hide and seek with my friends in the street, or just hang around with all the kids in the street to talk about, I don't know, TV Cruz, something like that. But I think that with time, your hobbies change with you, you know. So maybe something that you like it before you don't like today, or something that you said that you would never like you love today. So I think that everything changed with you, with your life experience, with your, I don't know, new friends, new connection, new traumas, new,
Yeah.
everything in your life. So I think that if I saw my younger version of, I don't know, 10 years ago, I I would think that e- I don't know, not everything, but a huge part of my hobbies were changed, I guess. So I don't know. I think that they change it, but not evolve it, because I think that when you evolve it, something is like you get the next step or something like that. Like, for example, let's say that 10 years ago I was learning guitar, and then today I don't know, I'm a professional guitar player. So it's involved, but I still the same. So I think that something changed, something still the same, something, I don't know, we don't like it more, we love it. I don't know if I answered the question, but
Yeah.
it's it's a tricky question. That
Yeah.
and about you.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I think that as we are changing, our hobbies are also changing. I remember I still like things that I did when I was younger, but I don't do that as a hobby anymore. Sometimes I do, but it's not something like, okay, I need to do that to distress, to disconnect or something like this. But yeah, I agree. I am a different person now and I like different things. And I think that the context also, I remember that had a time that I love cooking, but now I hate, like I hate cooking. I hate.
Really,
Yeah, I
I
don't like
I
it.
love the cooking.
Yeah, I would like to love it, but I don't know. I spend so much time doing it and also cleaning all the mess after. So I don't like all the process.
Yeah, cleaning the mess is the worst part of cooking, but I don't know. I like the cooking.
Yeah, I like eating. Like I love
Yeah,
going to the person's house. I love going to my mom's house and eating her food, but I don't like cooking. It's not for me. In my house I'm just eating all every day the same thing because or the most simplest thing possible because I don't like to try new things.
yeah. It's when we live alone, when we live like not in our, parents' house. We have some days that we want to cook uh, new things, new recipes and something like that. But sometimes we just want something to eat, and that's okay. Like, I don't know, rice, beans, and meat.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Or something magically appearing in my house, like, okay, now you can eat it. Yeah,
Yeah, we
could be
we
awesome.
have to be thankful for our food today. Our food saved
Yeah,
lives.
yeah, it is. I agree. But that's it. But I remember when I was younger, I love cooking because I was vegetarian, so I was always trying new things. But it was the worst. It was the worst meal possible. But yeah, I was always trying new things. But now I am just like, so I prefer doing other things with my time. Okay, so the question number 7, is it necessary to be skilled or talented in your or hobbies? What do you think? We already answered this question, but I think that we can.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that you have to, to feel good with whatever you are trying to do. It's not you don't have to be talent or to be skilled to do whatever you want or to do whatever you love. I think that hobbies are good because you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for anyone else. So if you are feeling good trying to play guitar or piano or whatever you are doing, that's okay. I think that it's the feeling that is important, not the result. So I think that the hobbies are great for because of it. You don't have to be good. You just have to feel good, not to be good.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Yeah, I agree. You said that like you don't need to be good for anyone than you. So it's important this. And I think that as all the things you are going to evolve with the time. So if you're starting playing guitar, if you are doing this over and over, you are going to be better at this. But again, you don't have a final line. Like I need to play in a tour in the world or things like that, so you can go with in your own pace. And this
Yeah,
is so I don't think that you need to be skilled or talented. You can just focus in what you're doing right now and because you like it.
yeah, it's true.
So the question number 8, how did you discover or develop your hobby?
I think that sometimes you discover it by an accident, like you're not like looking for it, but sometimes you discover that something make you feel good. And I don't know, for example, for me during the pandemic, I was just watching YouTube, and I find a guy who paints like action figure. He bought the action figure in paints by himself, and I said I will try it, and I bought all the paint stuff, all the action figure, and for me it was very like uh, I don't know how to say it, therapeutic. For me, it was very good at that moment because I was have some issues with stress and something like that because I was not like going out during the pandemic because I was locked. Everyone was locked in our houses. So when I started to paint those action figure, I was feeling very well, helped me a lot. But as we said before, today I don't do it anymore, but not because I don't like it or because something happened. It's just, change. Today, maybe I'm not doing, but I don't know in the future, maybe in 2-3 years in the future, I get my stuffs and started to painting again. but what I'm trying to say is that I discovered this hobby for accident. I was like watching some videos on YouTube, and a guy appeared in the sidebar. I click it, and I started to do it. So I think that hobbies, the majority of hobbies, we don't go, like we don't try to find them. I think that the hobbies find us. I know that is like a kind of a quote saying that, but I think that is true. I think that when you try to force a hobby, it's not the same thing that when we just do it because you like it. So I think that after you discover the hobby, of course you can develop, you can go to the way that you have to, you want to be good at it or something like that. But I think that the hobby find us and not the the opposite. And
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah, I agree. You said about what you saw in pandemic, and I think that a lot of things, it's something good about the internet that you have, is like you keep in touch with a lot of things that you were not used to in your real life. So this part of finding painting and then thinking, oh, this is cool, let me try to do it and liking it, it's a good thing. And this is something that happens a lot with hobbies. And I see a
Yeah,
lot on the internet, always seeing like, for example, decoration in the house and seeing and trying it and like to doing it. So that's good.
yeah,
But I will answer, but you say that you play games, right? So how did
yeah.
it's been, how much time did you play it? How did you discover that you like it?
I don't know. I had my first video game when I was very, very, very young. Like my my uncle, I said, or I think, or my grandma gave me the Atari, the video games, very, very old. And since then, I play video games, I don't know, every day. So I I was raised with video games. So for me, it's like it's normal to play. Sometimes I I I I try to think, try to think some period in my life that I don't have video games or computer or games in general, but I don't have it. I was always playing something with my friends, by myself, or during the when I discovered the internet, through the internet and something like that. So for me, it's something natural. I think that is I don't play video games because I don't know. It's it's a modern, so it's like it's a trend, something trained, or something like that. I just play because I really like it's part of me since I was younger. So for me, it's actually is strange when I don't play video games or play some video games because I feel like it's I don't know, it's part of my routine during the day, during the week, and I don't know, it's and I discovered, let's say, by accident, because my grandpa gave me the video games and stuff like that. But after that, I didn't let it go.
No, that's cool. You never get bored with that, right? So it was a
No,
lifetime hobby.
yeah, it's a lifetime hobby because I don't feel if I don't think that I won't like it to play video games or to play games in general if it was a tabletop or RPG, or I don't know. I love video games. I love everything that is related with like pop culture, movies, cinema, and something like that. So I don't know. It's a lifetime hobby.
Yeah, and it's something that is always have something new to you try, to you play. So
Yeah,
it's a good hobby.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah, for me, how I discover or develop my hobbies was most of the hobbies that I have was something that I did when I was younger. So like I did when I was younger, then I stopped it and then I start doing it and oh, I still like it. So reading, for example, I did a lot when I was a kid and I remember like finishing all my lessons in the school just to read the books that was available to read. And when I developed this, like I started to do this more often when I started to live alone because then I had nothing to do. I didn't have my mom to talk, my sisters to talk, or my nephew to talk. And I was just like, okay, let me read something to see something different, different than my reality. So yeah, this is why I started doing it. And then, oh, okay, I still like it. Yeah.
Yeah, reading is a it's a very good hobby. I like to read some books to like say to go out with our reality, you know. So I I love to read, but sometimes I don't have the time to pause or everything and to pay real attention to the book because when I'm reading, I like to really focus on the reading, you know. I try to I don't know experience of what the book you're trying to say, and when I don't have time to sit and read something, I don't feel like that it's a good time to make that reading, no.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to focus because you try to read and then you start thinking, I need to do that, I need to do this.
Yeah.
Like I can't rest. I don't know if you have this feeling, but sometimes I just think like I can't rest. When I took vacations some time ago, and then I was like, I never like did nothing on commercial days and work days, and it was really hard for me because I was like, I can't. I was feeling that I could not rest and just do nothing. I was always trying to do something to clean my house, to go out, to go some to see some friend. Yeah, it was a hard process.
You felt guilty to not working.
Yeah, I was like, I never spent so much time without working, and it was the first time that I took vacations in the long time. So I never spent that much time of doing nothing.
Yeah,
It's so
it's strange when you have like vacation. I have the same. I had the same scenario that you. I never took a vacation, and my first vacation was like I don't know 2 years ago because I always work as a I don't know how to say PJ. So when you work as a PJ, you don't have like a vacation and something like that. And then when I started to work in this company and I have like everything right, you have vacation, you have your 13 salary, you have this, you have that. And then when I go to when I went to vacation with my wife some couple years ago, I was feeling like, okay, I don't have to work. I don't have to worry about nothing. And it was a process, you know. In the first days, I was like, do I have to think about work? Do I have to worry? No, blah, blah, blah. And then I started to realize that I was really, it's a true vacation, you know. It's like, I don't have to be worried to
you're not dreaming, you're
yeah, it's like it because when I had some days off in the past, we try we think about like when I come back, do I have the work? You know, because do I have the job? Because sometimes you back to the vacation and then oh that's sad, but we have to let you go, nah? But but today I'm feeling very safe with my work. So when you have a vacation and you really really must to enjoy because the vacation is it's a very special. So when I have a vacation, I do whatever I want to do to not to think about work. I go away and I try to do new things to discover new places, and but it was a process in the beginning.
yeah.
It was strange.
Yeah, you as you said, it's a process. You need to learn how to disconnect and to rest because
Yeah,
even if we know how to do that in your day-to-day life, sometimes we need this time. It's hard when it's a long period of time. And for me, was I was saying there had a moment that I was saying to my friend, I would never take vacations anymore because I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to
to rest.
yeah.
Yeah,
But it's good. It's really good, and you come back like more chill and more focused also.
yeah, I love vacation.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward for my next one.
Yeah. The thing is that you get used to it. That I was thinking, I don't think that I know how to work anymore, or if I want to work
Yeah,
all my life, I need to start thinking about my retirement or things like that.
yeah, I need vacation every month, like 15 days of
Yeah,
vacation.
yeah, it will be, it will
Yeah,
be. I would love that. So the question number 9, I think that is also related to what you answered in the previous
yeah,
question. Have you ever become bored with any of your hobbies? If so, what did you do? I always get bored with my hobbies. I always say that I am a rainha do bom começo. I can start everything, but I never finish something. So I always get bored. But I have a strategy. I just focus on other thing or try to do other thing, and that's it.
yeah. I feel you. I'm the same way. I think that I here at home, my wife said that it like when I said to her like, oh, I will try something new. It's like here we said that é o novo foguinho, né? É o famoso fogo, né? Aí then we started to do the new things and then maybe it's not like getting bored. I think that like I let this new thing aside for a moment and then I try new things and then I put them aside and I try new things. I like you. I love to try new things, to learn new things. It's that one of the reasons that I'm always trying to do new things every day. So I don't know. Someday I bought a guitar. Another day I bought action figure. Another day I bought something, and I don't feel guilty about it. But I know that for another person would be strange to see like to see this behavior. But my wife is it's used it too, so that's okay. And but I'm exactly like you, o rei do bom começo, like to say. So yeah, I do the same.
Yeah, but this is good. I feel that I have a lot of skills in a lot of areas, even that I am not
Yeah,
specialist in anything. I feel that I can do anything that I want because I just try to learn a lot of things. So it's good.
yeah. The market wants soft skills, so we are having soft skills.
Yeah, but I would like to have this capability of be obsessed with something and then don't be able to stop doing it. But I don't have it. I never find something that I am obsessed with. Like and I want to learn new things about it. As for example, you play video games and then you it's something that you do all your life. I never had this. I always get bored with something and then try something new and then I go back and then I stop this things like that.
Maybe you will find something.
Yeah, I have time. I have time.
Yeah,
Okay, so the question number 10, do you consider spending time on social media as a hobby? What do you think?
I I don't consider it as a hobby because, but for me, it's because I work with social media since the beginning of social media. So even in my actual job that I work with bank and investment and something like that, I have to take care of some social media channels that we have. And I work with social media. I don't know how long. I think that since the beginning, like 2008, 15 years. So I've always when I always using the social media was because of work. So for me, social media is not essentially a hobby, but it's because of my experience, my life experience. But I, I do understand the people who consider it social media as a hobby because maybe for them is the only time that I don't know the person have to see another subject or to see someone that they like it. So for me, it's not a hobby. It's more a work, I guess. But I understand the people who might consider it a hobby. And about you.
Yeah, I agree. I don't consider a hobby for me also, but I have friends that always when have time, like is open the TikTok and then start seeing videos. And it's good because it's a content that is funny, so it's good so you can disconnect. But I don't think that is healthy, like just spending a lot of time on TikTok and then just seeing a lot of content, but they have it as a hobby, and yeah, it's okay. I think it's okay, right? It's
Uh,
people's time, so it's not my concern.
yeah, it's it's not our problem anymore. So
Yeah, yeah,
that's okay.
yeah. Everyone is adult, so.
Yeah.
So the question number 11, is it possible to have a hobby that is unhealthy? If yes, can you provide examples? And if not, why do you think so?
Mm, I don't know if, for example, smoke. I don't know. It's like I have a little cousin that one of his hobbies is to go out with his friends and just smoke. How say that? Smoke nargile. I don't know how to say. But for him, it's a hobby. Like, oh, I will hang out with my bros. We will talk about everything and blah blah blah. But I think that the the nargile it's unhealthy for his life, you know. But I I I I don't know another example because
Yeah.
uh, in general, when you have a hobby like a normal hobby, it's something that is not unhealthy for you. It's something that actually make you feel good. Sometimes make it even you more health. Like I don't know if you like to run, if you like to do exercise, it will be good for your life. But I don't remember anything that maybe would be unhealthy for your life. I don't know. And about you?
Yeah, you what you said about your little cousin. Yeah, I think that like he likes to go out with his friends to talk, but it's the part of the context that he's added like
Yeah,
movie is not so good. Yeah, it's not a healthy habit, a hobby. I think that maybe social media, but when I think of social media, I think that when you spend a lot of time just like scrolling to the screen is not something healthy, but people consider sometimes as a hobby. But thinking about all the hobbies, I think if you are obsessed with something, like if you are just doing this and you just want to do that, it's not healthy. I think that we need to balance for all things on your
yeah,
life, right? So social media is not something bad. I think that the time that sometimes we spend on this could be unhealthy for us. So yeah. And I think that hobbies, we should look for healthy hobbies, not doing exercises, but doing things in a balanced ways.
yeah. I think that when someone do whatever they do in a obsessive way, I don't think that for me it's a hobby anymore because hobby,
Yeah.
it's when you do something to feel good, something to, you know, to for you, and when you are really obsessed with something, I think that is, I don't know, it's not a hobby. It's like uh I don't know, it's like you are addicted to something. It's, I don't know how to say, but I don't know how to explain, but for me, when you are obsessed, like in the way that make you feel stressed or make something, I don't know, uh, un, unhealthy to your life, is something that is not good anymore, and it's not a hobby. I don't know
Yeah.
how to explain.
No, but I understand you. I think that you are right. If you are doing something a lot without thinking about other parts of your lives, is not a hobby. It starts not it unhealthy. I forgot this word that
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
But yeah, I agree with you. I think that hobbies needs to be this thing that makes us feel better, and not like just wanting to do this, just wanting to desistir of our whole life and just doing the thing.
yeah, exactly.
So the next question, how can engaging in hobbies impact your mood? You can give examples if you want, because we passed to this thing a lot of times, so you can give examples if you want also.
Yeah, I think that when you do something that you love, whatever it be, make you feel good, and when you're good, in a good mood, you have like, I don't know, you have I don't know how to say, you'll be better in another things in your life, because when you're sad or stressful or worried about something, you not work like focus, you try to think about it, try to, your mind, it's in another place. And when you're feeling good, when you're having a good mood in that day, I think that everyone's like, everything feels like that. That's, I don't know how to say that, it's flow better, so I think that it's important to feeling good, to impact your mood, because your mood will impact like your job, your relationship, your even your hobbies. Because if you try to do something that you love when you're worried or stressful, it's not the same that when you're doing it with like relaxing and in a good mood. So I think that our mood is very important for everything in your life, and the hobbies might help it, because at least in general, the hobbies make you feel good, and when you're feeling good, you do whatever you have to do better, I think. What do you think?
I agree with you again. But yeah, and also I like that you said it's not just for us, like it's also for like dealing with people that are around us to feel better also for them. So it's really important. And for me, an example that I can give sometimes, for example, I'm really stressed after work or something like this, and I don't want to do anything, but I think let me do something that I like just to sleep better, and then just have this feeling that I did something for me, And
Yeah,
this really change our mood. Sometimes I, for example, I read something that I don't like, but I feel good because I did something that I like.
yeah, exactly.
So next question, what advice would you give to someone who hasn't discovered ad hoc yet? I would say try. It's the
Yeah,
advice that I can give. Just try. I have a friend that he always say to me, "Oh, I don't like to enjoy. I don't know how to enjoy things, how to enjoy myself." I just say like try to do things, because sometimes I think that people are afraid to failing, and I will do that, and I will not be good at this. For sure, you will not be good at something new, but you need to try and to give yourself this chance. Yeah.
yeah, I agree with you. I think that it's the person who not discovered the hobby yet, or it just have to try, like you said. I would start like with something related with something that you love, like we said before. For example, let's say that I don't know, your friend like tech, technology and something like that. So trying to find something related with tech or something related with whatever he wants to do or he really loves. So but as we said before, I think that the hobby will find him. It's not the opposite. I think that okay, we have to try new things, but sometimes we try new things that we didn't like, we don't like. So sometimes it's not for you, you know, like everyone like to run, but you try to run and you don't like it. It's okay.
You hurt your knees.
Yeah, like it's not a problem, you know. It's not because everyone like that you have to like. So hobby is something for you, so you have to try whatever you want to try and let it go.
Yeah, I agree. Like put yourself in the world that the hobby will find you.
Yeah.
So the last question, have you ever known someone who has unusual or unconventional hobby?
I don't think so.
I had a friend that liked to go to the train station, metro station. I don't know how to say this. And like he buys something to eat on the street, and then he in São Paulo we like can go to a place another and without changing the place that you are sitting on. So he liked to go to do this, to buy something on the street to eat, and then do the traveling in the metro just to relax, like seeing people's coming and go. Yeah.
That's weird, but
Yeah.
if you like it, that's okay.
Yeah, it's
But
good. You just need to wait. It's just waiting and
yeah, that's unusual. But I don't think that I know someone who has like a strange hobby or something like that. I'm trying to think, but I don't remember anyone.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are running out of time. I'm going to send you the survey on the chat, and if you want to suggest some topics, to give some feedback, feel free to do it.
Okay.
It is anonymous, but will not be anonymous since you are the only person here. So
Yeah.
so I think that's it. Thank you, Renato, to join. I really enjoyed this conversation. It was
Yeah,
very
me too.
and I could learn a lot also.
Yeah, look forward for the next one.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Have a good day and also a good week.
Yeah, you too. Bye bye.